Greetings and welcome to the Hamptons. My name is Sandra Kay. It gives me great pleasure to introduce you to my very special guest today, the founder of the Golden Pear Cafes, Keith Davis. Welcome, Keith.
Thank you very much for having me.
Yes,
It's a
my
pleasure.
pleasure to have you here. Keith, I'd like to start out, and you've done so much for the community.
Okay.
We all love Golden Pear and appreciate everything you've done.
Thank
What
you.
was your inspiration, your motivation back in, I think it was 1987, when you started the first Golden Pear in Southampton?
Sure. Well, it was definitely entrepreneurial. Wanted to start a business and grow a business. And so the food business is what I knew because I had started washing dishes at the age of 14 and worked
Yes, I read about that in your book.
Yes.
Which can be found at all the Golden Pear locations. Yes.
Yeah, and so through high school and college, I worked in different restaurants and hotel restaurants in West Hampton Beach and Watermill, and even was hired by Ina Garten at the Barefoot Contessa
How nice.
back in 1985. I think it was her first summer in East Hampton, and we had a great summer then. And so I kind of realized that if I was going to make money, that owning your own operation would hopefully give you the opportunity to do that. And sometimes that works and sometimes it doesn't.
But it worked. It definitely worked.
But it's worked, because we've survived now for 39 years. And it's been a lot of fun, a lot of hard work.
Yes.
A lot of changes,
Yes.
somewhat.
Right, we'll get to
In
that.
the way of branding and things
Sure.
like that. But otherwise, it was really purely an entrepreneurial
Well,
dream.
it's a home to all of us here in the Hamptons, and I think that's what makes it so special.
Sure. Yep.
It's, everybody feels warm and friendly, and
Yeah.
it's clean. The food is the top quality. Everything about it is great. I know that there's some significance to the name,
Yes.
Golden Pear,
Mm-hmm.
the Golden Pear.
Yes.
What does it represent to you?
So, I guess I would say when I was working at Barefoot Contessa, Chef Michael Goodison, he and I was the sous chef there, and we had a good working relationship, and he would use the word golden a lot. I don't know exactly why. It was just something that he would refer to now and then. And I think we used to have a lot of produce and whatnot. I think I saw a pear and I just kind of thought of this golden pear thing. And I just kept it in my mind, And then when opening the Golden Pear, I wasn't sure what to call it. I thought about like Keith's Kitchen or something like that, But then what came to my mind was the Golden Pear, I was
Which
like,
is prosperity
yeah,
and
right,
bountiness.
exactly.
Yeah.
And so I was like,
And you and your wife,
yeah, exactly.
the Golden Pear.
Yeah, exactly.
Golden
She's
Pear.
my first pastry chef, and so her and I, we are the Golden Pear,
Yes.
and it's been a wonderful journey, just with the brand itself.
Certainly.
Because I had no knowledge of marketing. I didn't study marketing. When I went to university, I studied engineering, which is kind of interesting.
Sure.
But marketing, branding, and business was really not something that I had studied.
Okay.
But once you're in business, you've got to learn it pretty quickly because it's a very important part of your business.
Of course.
For sure. Yeah.
And the concept that you've developed and built, which is really breakfast, lunch, brunch.
Yeah.
How did that unfold? How did that become the model, if you will, for the Golden Pear?
I did work in restaurants at night, and I really made the decision that I wanted to do breakfast, lunch, and catering.
Okay.
I really was not interested in opening up a dinner restaurant as like a white tablecloth or a casual that had a bar operation and any of that.
Okay.
And even though I had worked in those places, that was not what I wanted. I wanted to have a life where I will work my butt off 5:30 to 5:30, but then I have the evening to go home and enjoy my wife, and then later on enjoy my children, enjoy my
Sure.
family, and really be able to rest at night and then get up and go at it the next day. So for me and for my personality and my biorhythms, I'm an early riser. So
Okay.
for me, to be up at 5:30 and working hard and running, is fine. But working at night, I don't want to do it.
Well, it certainly worked for your business model
Yeah.
because everybody loves to have their coffee at the Golden Pear,
Yep.
have their breakfast. I mean, look at what we have here on the table.
Yep.
Some of the baked goods, which I read that are prepared nightly.
Correct.
And that's what makes them so fresh and
Correct.
delicious.
There's really
And-
no other way to do it. In my mind, it's like certain things, they've got to be baked fresh every day.
Mhm.
And there are some bakery goods maybe you can have a 2 or 3 day shelf life on, like these beautiful double chocolate brownies. They have so much butter and so much chocolate in them that
Yes.
that's not a problem for that to be, 2 or 3 days maximum out on the bakery display. When you bite into them, you'll still see they're very moist and chocolatey and whatnot. But scones, for example, those really are kind of 1 day shelf life,
And
So,
everybody
yeah.
loves a great scone. I mean, they're absolutely delicious.
We are the only operation that hand makes those every night, handmade, baked, delivered to the cafes from my bakers. So yeah,
Yeah.
they're great. They're great.
And it's great for just in the afternoon, frankly. I mean, I know me, I run in, I need my afternoon coffee, I go to
Yeah.
Golden Pear. Of course, you want a chocolate chip cookie or a scone or something to
Absolutely.
go, so
Yeah.
it's great.
Yeah, and I did learn, at Barefoot Contessa, I got to give kudos to Ina because she was
Okay.
wonderful. And she was a great boss and an inspiration, not only to me, but also to pretty much most of the people there and even in the community. But they made wonderful lemon dill scones. And so they were really delicious too. But we went with classic raisin. We also do fresh blueberry scones.
Fantastic.
So, yeah.
So we're gonna take a look at a video
Sure.
and see what happens at the Golden Pear.
Okay.
Let's take a look.
We do a big business on. That's beautiful chicken there too.
Yeah.
All
Well, that's
natural,
terrific.
free range, antibiotic free, beautiful chicken there. Yeah.
So great. So Keith, let's talk about, you have the location in Southampton.
Yes.
It started in '87.
Correct.
And then you added one in East Hampton,
Yes.
Right.
1991.
1991.
Yes.
Okay. And is there any differences or anything else you'd like to share between the two?
No,
No.
they operate identically. Menu-wise, product offerings are
Okay.
identical.
All right, identical. Great.
Mhm.
And I know that you've had a lot of celebrities that just walk into the Golden Pear, and you have
Yeah.
some cute stories about that.
Yeah, we've had a few. Like this, I brought this, we call it the Southampton sandwich.
Mhm.
Marvin Hamlish proposed to his then girlfriend at the Golden Pear in
Oh,
Southampton
That's
while
so
enjoying
cool.
that sandwich. That sandwich hasn't changed in almost 40 years. So that was cool. We've had some, Christy Brinkley's been in quite a bit.
I know you've had Alec Baldwin.
We've had, Alec Baldwin, Jimmy Fallon, out in East Hampton. So yeah, there's every now and then, but I think celebrities kind of like to not be on Main Street so much,
No, but
Yeah, but every now and
people
then.
respect and understand that
Yeah.
they kind of want to be left alone out here, so.
I looked up, it was like last summer, I looked up and I see it was Justin Bieber, his
Mhm.
wife and her girlfriend, they're just mingling, hanging out by the latte cappuccino area like that. And I said to him, I said, what can I get for you guys, And he was a real gentleman,
Right.
He's like, oh, sir, thank you so much for helping me, And it literally took about 30 seconds for people to recognize him.
Yes.
And this was in I think it was July or early August. And all of a sudden the cafe is just
A
buzzing
buzz.
like crazy. And so he gets his latte and he goes and he stands by the door and he's just chilling out, waiting for his wife and her girlfriend again. And all my people just start walking in, they turn, they look, and you see them, they do that double look, And I actually went over to him, I said, it's probably better for you to be outside,
Right.
And so that was kind of cool. Yeah, it was fun.
That's neat. So, also we know, and say what you would like, regarding this, there was the Bridgehampton location, which
Yes,
just recently closed,
yeah,
to our dismay,
yeah,
the community's dismay.
yeah,
As a matter of fact, I have to say, I was just, had my hair blow dried this morning in
yes,
Bridgehampton, and,
yep,
the gal that was taking care of me said,
yep,
"We miss Golden Pear." She was just started to like say, "Everybody here, we
yeah,
miss Golden Pear." And I
absolutely.
know, I do the Hamptons hot yoga, and all of
Yes,
us would just,
yep,
everybody, I mean, it's just a meeting ground, whether it's for business, for
yeah.
friendship, for casual. So,
It's just a very unfortunate situation. We were a stellar AAA tenant, did everything imaginable to take care of somebody's building. For 30 years, we were there. Never an electrical problem, a plumbing problem, a septic problem, a problem with neighbors, anything like that at all. It's a great location, and we paid a
parking.
lot of rent and took care of that person's building, and they just decided to give it to somebody else.
Mhm.
Um, Made a kind of a really ignorant and crazy statement that the community needed a change. And I was really just blown away because this person does live in East Hampton and knows who we are and what we've done. And so it was,
And always bustling. I
yeah,
mean,
I mean, look, a lot of people, like you said, have come to me personally and they're just, they're very, very upset about it. And it's just one of those things. It's an unfortunate decision that somebody made,
mhm.
and it's not better for the community. And so we're
So what
looking.
will be next
Yeah.
steps? Will there be another location that you're gonna look for, or?
The thing about the Hamptons is that restaurant locations and cafe locations and things like that, they are in high demand.
Yes.
So, whether it's from somebody who wants to be a local operation or now, there's a lot of very wealthy people that are getting involved in the restaurant business,
I see.
okay? Sagaponic General Stores,
Sure.
one recent place, those are those wonderful people that have made a lot of money, God bless them. And,
Mhm.
but it's just a different perspective on what's going on there. The business model is a little bit different, I think. When you're a hardworking founder, entrepreneur of a business, I think you have more invested in the brand and in the company than maybe people that are very affluent and they don't really need the money per se. You
Right.
know, what I mean, so
It's just
our
another investment adventure,
exactly, and
if you
it's kind
will.
of that kind of thing. And unfortunately, that's the situation with Bridgehampton. And so, but we'll go on and we'll find something. Eventually, we'll find something, and
Okay,
we
great.
take it one day at a time. But
Sure.
we're so busy in
Between South and
Southampton and
East,
East Hampton and with our catering company
talk to us
that
about the catering company.
yeah. So we do lots of different things. We do breakfast, lunch, dinner, even full events.
Holidays, are there any
We
specific
did a
holidays
wonderful,
that,
yeah, like Thanksgiving, we were closed in the cafes, but we roasted turkeys and made all the beautiful sides that go along with it. And so we had a lot of Manhattanites that from 10 o'clock in the morning till 1 o'clock in the afternoon, the cafe kitchen was open for pickup. So,
okay,
but we roasted and prepared everything fresh that morning. And people got wonderful meals of beautiful turkeys and sides that they took home and they enjoyed, and we got lots of wonderful comments about that. We do lots of all kinds of stuff. We do what's called craft catering. So you'll get film shoots that come out here,
oh, wow,
magazine companies that come out here that may
okay,
have 10 to 30 people on site that need to be fed.
fantastic.
Yeah. Even like larger catering, like a real adventurers from Manhattan that are doing these massive, beautiful weddings of 300 plus people.
Oh, that's
Will
tremendous.
get called to feed their staff. You could
Oh,
have,
that's a huge business then.
it's huge. It
It's
could be
huge.
60 to 80 people on site, setting up
Wow,
the tents, the electric, the lighting. The floral people are there for days. So that's another part of that. And then your backyard parties, luncheons and dinners and cocktail parties are a huge business. So
okay, wonderful. So
families,
glad to hear that. That's
they have 20
phenomenal.
people at the house, call Golden Pear, and boom, we're bringing over sandwiches, we're bringing wraps, we're bringing prepared salads of all different kinds is wonderful. And then even like I love to do cocktail parties.
Hmm.
They're a little bit easier to do,
Okay,
So, but yeah, I mean, 50, 75, 100 people, at a cocktail party in your backyard, that's a wonderful thing. We do that. So many of the hors d'oeuvres are prepared fresh at Golden Pear, and we bring them there. We do beautiful displays, balance of hot and cold depending upon the time of year. And we're going to be doing a lot of catering for the U.S. Open in June.
Oh,
So
that's exciting.
yeah, it's a lot of work.
Congratulations.
It's a lot of work.
That's
It'll be a busy
amazing.
week, but that's
That's
but
fantastic.
that'll
That's
be cool.
great business.
It is. Yeah,
That's wonderful.
It is.
Okay,
And
let's.
I'm not getting any younger.
No, no. Keith, let's talk about some of your branded products.
Yep.
We have a number of things on display here. We have the trail mix.
Yep, that Hampton's Trail Mix is our #1 seller. That's totally organic ingredients and very high energy and very healthy for you if you're an athlete,
Yes.
training and whatnot. If you're a golfer, if you're a runner, this is wonderful either before or after. It's got a great balance of carbohydrates and really good carbohydrates that are all organic. So that's a big seller.
Super.
The iced tea is a big seller for us. We rebranded that last year, repackaged it into the canister like that, had some new labels made.
It's very
So,
pretty. It's very
yeah,
enticing.
It is,
You
right?
wanna
And
go
it
to
looks very refreshing, and it is. We sell a lot of iced tea at the Golden Pear. And it's a proprietary blend. We have somebody who does that for us
Oh, that's
specifically, which
fantastic.
is great. So at goldenpear.com, we are shipping that to California, Beverly Hills, Austin, Texas, and down
Wonderful.
Florida, Palm Beach, Florida, where we ship out pretty much every day. Mostly what we sell though are the bags of coffee.
Yes.
So that's like our #1 seller right now, our house blend, French roast, hazelnut, and caramel roasts. Those are what we ship mostly right now. And that's what in the off season specifically, this is what I focus on, is really working on, building more of the e-commerce sales. Quite frankly, it's
Huge
wonderful.
business. Yeah.
I wake up in the morning and I look at my phone and all of these orders have come into goldenpear.com and I'm like, wow, this is great. We go into the office, I have 2 people that's their only phone, they take
Their
care
function,
of packing, shipping, and we'll do that until we get to the next level. So our goal is to get to the next level where all of that will be done by somebody else. All the
Okay.
procurement and shipping will be done by somebody else. But any brand, any company that's an e-commerce company, this is the way that you start. It's just you've got to get sales, you've got to gain traction, you've got to prove out that your product and your brand in that niche market is going to sell, and so
Right.
there's a
And
lot
you've created that at this
Exactly.
point.
Yeah.
You have definitely created that.
And our brand is so well known after 40 years. People do really love the Golden Pear.
Yes.
They love the brand, they love the pear, and it has a wonderful ring to it.
Yes.
People will love to say it. And so that's all the psychological
Yeah,
aspects
and you know
of,
what? You can go into a Golden Pear. I know for myself, if I want to do work or just be by myself, I am so
Yeah.
happy to sit there.
Sure.
And everything's always clean.
Yeah.
Everything's always fresh. You put an order in, it comes right to your table.
Sure.
The environment is beautiful.
Yep.
Everything about it is so great.
Brick and mortar is what that's referred to as, is very solid. It's a very good business. It's a solid business, but it is a hard business. It's
Yes.
a difficult business.
It's a lot of work.
It's
Sure,
a
I mean,
lot of work. It's
look at
got to be
just here. You
clean.
can appreciate,
Yeah.
and see how much work is
The
gone into what
cleaning
you
is
do.
just beyond anybody's comprehension unless you've worked or owned and operated a restaurant. The amount of cleaning that goes on, front of house, bathrooms, kitchen, is tremendous. It really is. And you have to operate with cleanliness. Otherwise, you're gonna have more problems than
But I also noticed
know.
that your staff is also very happy.
They make a lot of money.
Yes. Very happy, and it shows, and it
Yeah.
feels good. As a consumer coming into the Golden Pear, you're delighted by the way
And
you
we are
treat it.
like a family. It's it's multinational, and we blend well together. We've worked so hard together for so many summer seasons, we've had each other's backs, and I'm helping you, you're helping me, we're helping each other. And I always tell, the thing is, look, I say, look, guys, it's all about the customer.
Right.
Everything that we do is for them. So if you get tired and you're this, you're that, or whatever, it's like, hey, listen, it's all about the customer, So go outside, have a latte, an iced
Right.
latte, get
Right.
yourself, and then let's get back, but let's get it done. But it's always been about the customer. So, and I think some people lose sight of that. I don't know why they do. It's a strange psychological phenomena, but even people that own businesses they simply forget about the customer. And so, You know, we,
You have a happy
I,
customer, you're gonna have a solid business.
right? I mean,
It's-
you can get a customer once, but if it isn't a positive experience, they might, you know. So yeah, I know it's a lot of that requires a lot of time and focus, and it's all about leadership, right? I mean, it's really leadership is going to drive
Now, are you
what we
on
do.
site?
So yeah,
How often would you say?
my home base is typically in Southampton. That's
Okay,
where my office is. 90% of catering is done out of the Southampton location.
okay,
I have 2 vehicles there. I have 2 kitchens there. So we pretty much produce food and this and that. But we deliver from West Hampton to Montauk. So
Mhm.
if somebody comes into the Golden Pear in East Hampton, Christina is our manager. She'll go through the order with you. If it's a bagel, a bakery platter, that kind of thing,
Right.
you probably just go there. They do that. A sandwich platter, they do that. But once it gets beyond a certain amount of people, number of people, that requires kitchen preparation space and refrigeration space, that
Mhm.
could end up being produced in Southampton. So yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So, but most of my time is spent in Southampton um, because of those reasons, especially
Sure.
like from really like from May to September, the catering just goes from here to here.
And this year too,
Yeah,
especially with having the open,
yeah.
it's gonna be incredible. Now, you brought this drink. May I try it?
Yes.
Okay, it looks so delicious.
My manager Dawn in Southampton, she came up with this. So it's we sell a lot of fresh lemonade. We make that lemonade,
Mhm.
and so she's like, "Look, no, we gotta
Mm.
have a nice, refreshing type of thing we could add to the lemonade." So we got some organic strawberry syrup, and we puree fresh strawberries with that. Mix that in there, and so you've got a nice, refreshing,
It's
lemonade
delicious.
strawberry spritzer we call it.
Yes.
Very refreshing, and the kids love that stuff.
Mhm.
They really do. So that,
Well, I know
and
my
it'll,
daughter would always after yoga go in and wanna get the iced teas and the lemonades and all of
very
that, so
refreshing. I know.
that's great.
Hopefully, we'll be back in Bridgehampton so we
Yeah,
can,
yeah, no,
get
that'd
that
be
back
great.
for everybody because a lot of people want it.
And I know you also have other products. You have water, you have orange juice.
Yeah, like fresh squeezed orange juice, we do that ourselves. We do juicing at least 3 days a week in the summertime.
Mhm.
So I get the best. These are navel oranges from California, so that's what's in season now.
Okay,
And the other ones are I always forget the name of the other one. It is the name of the brand of the orange, the
Mhm.
variety of Valencia. There it is.
Okay.
It always goes. The Valencia orange is the #1 orange for juicing. It's just got the sweetest, best flavor, and there's about 4 months where that's not possible.
Right.
But these are from California, so I mean that's beautiful, fresh squeezed orange juice. We sell tons of that all summer long. We do our own water. Our water is bottled in Pennsylvania. It's done with also reverse osmosis, so it is absolutely the purest water available. And that's another branding, marketing play there. So we donate a lot of water to 5Ks, 10K
Oh.
runs, all those charitable runs.
That's
We
terrific.
donate a lot of water for those types of things. And yeah, I mean, if people are walking around with your brand, drinking your water, that's powerful.
Sure,
So I look for
sure.
those little ways
Oh.
to really just keep the brand any which
Out
way
there
that you
and
can.
giving and,
Yeah. Especially when people are in the summertime, like people will have different guests from different places.
sure,
And so if they
From all
walk in
over,
and
yeah.
they see the Golden Pear bag and they see orange juice and they're like, oh, wow. And they go to the website and then, all right, cool, you want to drive them to the website to build your e-commerce. So that's kind of the craziness that goes
Do you
on
ever get any
up here with that.
downtime?
Yeah, this time of year, I don't work as hard, but there's still quite a bit that has to get done. But yeah, we were
Well, I guess
down
you
in
had such a
Yep.
great staff at this point,
Yeah.
management, et cetera, in place.
We have a beautiful granddaughter. She's only 19 months. She slept over last night. My
Oh, that's
daughter was
great.
out.
Super.
And she is just, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
what a joy. Oh,
Right. No, I
man.
understand. I
Yeah.
now, believe it or not, I have 3.
Oh,
I had
man.
2 in the month of December. It's crazy. So I
Oh, that's
understand.
awesome.
There's
Yeah.
nothing like it.
It's amazing. So we want to, be around for that. My wife does babysit 1 or 2 days a week to
Fantastic.
help out there, which is great. But no, I try to get to the gym more, exercise more. I do a lot of reading. I do writing, lots of inspirational stuff. Yeah.
That's
And
fantastic.
just plan for the coming season. Like there's a lot of things that I would love to do at the Golden Pear,
Okay.
but it's like if I try to replace these things like the apple crumble muffins, like if I don't have those,
Right.
we got a problem because
Right.
people love them.
Love that, right.
And we have the chocolate chip crumble, and the kids love those. So if I start trying to do new muffins every day or this or that, that's not the way it works. It really is better to remain as consistent as possible, right?
Because, yeah, if you're walking in, people know you've been there, what
Right.
they want, they're coming in for it.
If you want to do multi-unit or even a single unit, I mean, like McDonald's has 29,000 restaurants around the world, all right? 95% of their business is hamburgers, French fries, and Coke. They've tried all kinds of things. They tried McPizza. They probably sell some salads, but probably not that much, you know? And they get into the chicken business, stuff like that.
Yes.
But
Keith, we're gonna
consistency
close
is
very soon, so
Cool.
is there anything else that you might like to share before?
Well, what I really would like to share from the heart is my faith. God has blessed me
Isn't that
and my
beautiful?
family in this business. And the golden pear is an inspiration. When you said it's good luck and whatnot, golden is also divine. There's divinity in it. And so it's a gift that God has given to me to manage and to run and to share with the world and to feed the world. And it's a big responsibility. So hospitality is in my heart, it's in my mind, and it's wonderful. And everything that we sell is from God's creation.
Oh, no.
I mean, really, like water, coffee and water to make coffee, milk is from cows, you know what I mean? Everything is from God's creation. We just take it, mix it, bake it, saute it, or whatever, and put it out to feed people, you know? And so God made people to want to eat 3 or 4 times a day.
That's
I
right.
kind of wish He made them 6 times. No.
Right. No, it's great.
But that's the only thing I do want people to know is that, is that God has been very good to me and good to the Golden Pear, and
And you've
that's
been
what we
good
do.
great to the community, to the Hampton community, and
That's
we
what it's all
love the
about.
Golden Pear
Yeah.
locations. We love everything you've done.
Amen.
We thank you for it. We want to thank LTV for
Thanks so
providing
much.
this program for us today. And everybody get out there and visit Golden Pear. Order online. You will not be disappointed. It is fantastic, everything about it.
Thanks very much.
So,
Amen.
LTV's programming is made possible by the New York State Council on the Arts, with the support of the Office of the Governor and the New York State Legislature.